Let's meet the starting lineup for your Toronto Raptors! At point guard, at 6 foot tall, number 45, Mitchell. Starting at the other guard, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 1, Brady. This is the big man in the mirror at 7 feet tall. Number 19, starting at small forward at 6 foot 6 inches. Number 9, Austin. At 6'8" forward, number 4, starting.
Welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson with you, Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the 4th member of our team, Allie LaForce. And a quick look at how the Toronto Raptors schedule is shaping up. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. Then on Monday, the Chicago Bulls come to town, kicking off a homestand for them.
And that game against Brooklyn, they'll want to come out fighting in that one. They'll be big-time underdogs, but anything can happen.
Now, New York starting 5. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Raptors, Barrett is the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Mitchell out there with Dick. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. Well, Doris, the past few seasons, we've seen some teams go all in on star power with little to show for it in the end.
BA, thank you for making this point, because we have seen teams mortgage their future in order to just put a collection of stars together, and it is so rare that it works out or turns into a championship. To me, it's always about balancing out your roster. Yes, you need stars to win in the NBA, but you need the right complementary pieces around those stars to come away with a championship.
Now here's Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Over Brunson. And it's Mitchell, the miss. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, BA. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Toronto shooting their first free throw of the night here, and the technical free throw is good.
And when you're looking at this year's rookie class, Dick stands out for his polish and versatility at the offensive end.
It's Barrett on the wing. Anunoby covering. Barrett against Anunoby. Here's Pirtle. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Pirtle. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
Here's Brunson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Dick. 27 points his last game. Brunson against Mitchell. Pass to Barnes. Nice move. The Knicks with the rebound. Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Now here's Bridges for three. Counted from distance.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Set your move. Show us those moves.
Abaji's checked in for Toronto. McBride, he's checked in for New York. Let's take a look at the best rebounders around the league. Second, Karl Anthony Towns.
Just so strong on the boards. That's a skill that helps your team win games.
The Raptors have gone 1 for 3 so far. Free throw line jumper. Barrett can't hit.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
B.A., it's incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain.
New York leading by 6. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Now here's Bridges, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. 4 on the clock. And it's powered home by Towns.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Mitchell, and Mitchell with the slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Raptors trail by 8. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. 1:09 left in the first quarter. Barrett passes to Pirtle. And some solid defense from Towns. And here's New York now. They're on a 13-5 run. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Barnes against Hart. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Barrett. From deep. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
I really think the nail in the coffin was their missed free throws. That's usually an ominous sign.
I thought the frustration at the line was evident, and it makes it easy on the defense when you're not capitalizing once they put you at the free throw line.
Pass to Barrett. Here's Barnes. Over Hart. Hart with the defensive effort. And so it's New York going into the break up 12. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. Miles McBride is out there with Cameron Payne. Then there's Precious Achiuwa. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Sims in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Agbaji. He really had an off game against the Mavericks. Here's Shed, driving inside. Misses from close range. Knicks leading by 10. Here's Bridges. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, when Mikal Bridges was drafted in 2018, his hometown team, the Philadelphia 76ers, elected to trade him after selecting him.
And B.A., he made no secret of the fact that that was a heartbreaking moment at the time. Consider that his mom actually worked in the Sixers front office in those days. But in the end, he has carved out one heck of a career.
Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. Here's Agbaji. Anunoby covering. Pass to Dick. Here's Shed. Off target from three-point range. Sims, the pass to McBride. Outside Achiuwa. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Tries a 10-footer, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Walter, he's checked in for Dick. Towns, he's checked in for New York. Payne comes in for McBride. Here's Walter. He's guarded by Bridges. Pass to Shed. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. The Raptors making a switch here. Temple's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for your Raptors, number 7.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Shed, defended by Payne. Here's Mobo, 5 to shoot. And again, Toronto, no good. New York leading by 14. Payne, the pass to Bridges. Well, Doris, for a while, the amount of three-pointers seemed to grow exponentially. I think it's plateaued now.
You know, B.A., I'm not sure I agree that it's plateaued. What we do know unequivocally is these organizations have defined how to be the most efficient basketball team. And each and every year, we're setting records in that category. They're just getting smart about the kinds of shots you want and when. We're seeing more shots at the rim, and we're still heavily emphasizing the three-point line.
Now here's Achiuwa. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Towns finds Achiuwa. Here's Bridges. And the bucket is good. Bridges has got 6 here in the quarter.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Pass to Shed. Here's Mobo. And again, unable to change momentum here. After their title in 2019, the Raptors have struggled to stay among the league's elite stars.
Well, think about it, B.A. The driver of that title success was Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry. Both of those players are gone. Very hard to replace players of that caliber. Almost inevitable they were going to take a step back.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So Toronto ends up going with a new group. Let's have a look at the teams who have been shooting the ball the most consistently these past 10 games. In third, New York.
Boy, they've been hot. You love to see this kind of offensive execution.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Dick, the pass to Pirtle. Outside Dick. To the middle. From 11 feet away. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Brunson. Oh, rejected by Pirtle.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Pirtle when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie.
It's about the work for Jalen Brunson. He's put in a ton of time to become a knockdown shooter.
Now Barrett. Yet to see a basket. To stop the drought. Outside for Mitchell. Launches it. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's McBride. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. McBride's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Toronto's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Dick gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Towns, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Brunson. It's stolen by Barnes. That's tipped. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
How special can OG Anunoby be? Show off and show out.
Launches it from deep. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Mikal Bridges has been on display for the Knicks. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. So stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half court.
Great to see you. And speaking of great, see what I did there? Karl Anthony Towns had an incredible first half.
Man, Cat can stretch that floor, punishing inside, but he can shoot from anywhere. He is a special talent.
Special is right. One of the smoothest big men you'll find. Great touch. Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
And that game against the Hawks, this looks like a complete toss-up to me. Talent level is similar. These games often come down to a few key plays.
And if that's the case, we'll see who has the better closers tonight. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges, what a contribution.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Dick is out there with Davion Mitchell, and it's Barrett in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Now here's Dick. Pass to Mitchell. And here's Pirtle. Over Towns. The shot by Pirtle, no good. Doris, it's hard to believe the Knicks title drought has gone on for over 50 years now.
Oh, that fan base is just dying for an opportunity to win the championship. And here's the thing, BA, what I love about that fan base, through all the years where the Knicks struggled, on any given night, that building is as electric as any in the league.
Brunson with the bucket.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
And the Raptors call time here. And let's take a look now at some numbers for Karl Anthony Towns.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Now here's Pirtle, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Yep, that one goes.
Wow, soft touch from Barnes. He's trying to develop the floater game now. I see you, Scotty.
Here's Brunson. Toronto making their last shot. Kicks it out, Towns. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Dick.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Back to Barrett. To the paint. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
Hard against Barnes. Outside Mitchell, just 5 to shoot. Here's Barrett. And that one comes up a bit short.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Brunson passes to Towns. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. All right, while we have a second, let's take a look at the rookies leading the way in free throw percentage. You take a look at Dick, the top free throw shooter in the league, automatic from the line.
This is a guy that you don't want to send to the line. It's that easy because his level of comfort and confidence from the stripe is sky high.
New York making a switch here. McBride's checked in. Barnes against Hart. Pass to Dick. The 3-ball. Nails it from 3. Dick's got 9.
And I love Dick's aggressive mindset. I mean, this is how lethal he can be catching and firing.
Here's Brunson. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, BA. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Now here's Bridges. He's got 11. Another one falls for New York.
Yeah, crafty move by Mikal Bridges off the pick. Just gets into some space and makes the shot.
Barnes passes to Pirtle. Here's Abaji. He's guarded by Bridges. 19-footer. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Agbaji's got his first 2 points of the night.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Outside Hart. Back to Brunson. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Outside Barnes. Dick, the pass to Barnes. Here's Shed, covered by Towns. And it's Shed missing. Knicks leading by 22. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Outside Hart. Back to Brunson. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
Yeah, simply stated, Jalen Brunson filling it up right now. There are no signs that he's slowing down anytime soon.
Kicks it out to Barnes from the arc. Here's Abaji. And that's not gonna go. And so it's the New York Knicks. A huge 24-point lead for them. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. More 2K action in just a moment. And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau on a recent huddle.
Right back, man. Let's go score, stop, score here. Everyone talk defensively. Get stops and then let's go. Let's go.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for New York, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Miles McBride, and it's Payne in at the point guard position. Up again. It's good on the putback.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Shed. Here's Battle. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
Now here's Towns. Anunoby for 3. Sinks the tray.
Don't give OG Anunoby too much space, boy. He will rise and fire in the catch-and-shoot game.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Battle. McBride covers. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Knicks, Sims, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Ryan in for Anunoby.
Ryan.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Pass to Battle. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They host the Hawks after this one, and that's a one-game homestand for the club. Now here's McBride. Here's Ryan. Kept alive. Here's Sims. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble, and they've made the most of their chances there as well.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Here's Battle. Can they get it? Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Something this Raptors team does very well is move the ball doors.
Yeah, B.A., this is an unselfish group of guys. They like moving the basketball, getting everybody involved. Amazing when a team has everybody touch it, how good it feels.
Achiuwa with the dunk.
You have to know how to screen and then when to release. Achiuwa, excellent execution.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Outside Dick. Pass to Mobo. Outside Mitchell. Pirtle with the ball. The teardrop. The shake. The rebound by Sims. New York has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. McBride passes to Payne. The shot's good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so here is Toronto. After the basket by New York on the other end. Here's Barrett. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
Well, R.J. Barrett, how about the ability to focus with a defender right in his grill? How about that finish? Woo!
Now here's McBride. Pass to Dadier. Outside Payne. Here's Sims, covered by Pirtle. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. All right, Grant, do you feel the non-superstars are making the money they should?
Well, BA, it's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done.
Toronto making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And how about Scotty Barnes, Doris? Named an All-Star during his 3rd season in 2024.
And in fact, the 3rd youngest All-Star that year. Listen, he has upgraded his playmaking. He's still getting better, and I think that's the scary part for the rest of the league.
Here's Akporti. After the basket by Toronto. Pass to Ryan. Here's Kolek. Sinks it from distance. Kolek's got his first 3 points of the game.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Knicks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Dick. Outside Barrett. Down low. Looking to end the run. And it's Mitchell laying it in.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Here's the pick. Here's Kolek. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Now here's Mitchell. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Barrett passes to Barnes. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
And here's McBride. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
We played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive, it was more defensively. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And now, time for our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
Make your hell gaming.